Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are going to do a character guide on Iris. My girl Iris was very good to me. My pulls went really well. We got my girl fully maxed out and ready to go for a nice showcase to see how she is looking. I think she's going to be a very fun character to use. If you're not familiar with her, she is a support character, does a lot of battery, does a lot of healing. Very good echo character you can use. She has two really busted things about her kit. One is her EX will copy the HP damage an enemy takes, which can be really busted, because this can copy FR damage even when you're not in an FR time. So that's very good to note. She does a little bit of turn manipulation with that as well. And then her BT is crazy, because it sets the enemy's attack, max brave, and defense to 0. And with the enemies having 0 max brave, it makes them unbreak very easily, so you can really abuse that with some characters, right? So in this video, we're going to go through all that in more detail. We're going to talk about her calls, her artifacts, and her spheres. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to start with the calls. Her calls, I think, are solid just because they heal, right? I like healing calls. So this potion pass is just going to be a nice little heal you can pop off if you want to. And then the LD is going to do party HP regen, and then just some party stats for brave and HP damage up, and some brave gains. So some decent stats there. But if you're looking for a call for healing, I think this can be a decent one you can use. It's not like a super crazy like must-have call or anything like that. But Iris is a very good character to have, so a lot of you guys will have access to the call. So definitely one you can use if you don't have her in the party and you want a little bit of healing. I definitely think you can get some use out of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at her artifacts. So she literally just dropped, and the current event does not have farmable artifacts. I'm guessing she'll be farmable when Shantado drops. So I just quick did some the artifact token quest. I got a few artifacts, but I don't have her best in slot. But her best in slot would be this, but you would want Max Brave 330. So Max Brave 330 and Girl of Conviction up is what you want. Max Brave is Iris's most important stat, and the reason why is she does a ton of healing and battery, and then the battery scales off of her Max Brave. So Max Brave is an important stat. And attack actually isn't as important on her because she's not really a damage character, right? Like she's a support character, and where her damage comes from is the EX copying the damage from the previous character, and it's literally just copying the damage. It doesn't matter what her attack is. So really, you want to treat this character, you want to go full on support, really focus on the Max Brave, right? So that's what I would go with for artifacts. And then for spheres, I went all out. I pre-set up these spheres, but you want to go really focus on Max Brave as much as you can, and then like party attack up, right? So I actually found this a very good spot to use a Max Brave only sphere. So I went ahead and went with Agrius. Now, Bart's has a really nice Max Brave. I think he's got a 20%. But his is like on crit damage or whatever, so you definitely could do Bart. I just felt like as like a battery support character, I felt like Agrius was just an easier one to trigger, just having max HP, always knowing I got that 10% max brave up. I felt like that was definitely a good enough one to throw on there. But I would go through your A slots, and you could do attack max brave combo ones as well if you want to do that. But I would say just focus on max brave. Like she herself doesn't really need attack. Now on the C slot, you want to go party attack because she's a support character and you want to give your other party members more attack. And her sphere is actually top tier. So definitely if you guys get extra copies of her EX, do not sell them. You want to hold them because this is basically on a healing trigger and it's party attack by 10%. Well, if you guys have watched my videos, I always recommend Maria, Alphinaud, and Lude. But these are all, I believe, they're 5% attack party and then like 5% iBrave or 5% other stats. This is flat out just 10% to the party. This is a really, really nice party attack up. So definitely her sphere is very, very good. So I went with that there. And then her D slot, I definitely think Hope is best in slot or Cisne. But Hope I think is a little bit better than Cisne because Cisne is, once again, it's like a crit damage like trigger. Whereas as a battery support character, I don't know how often I'm going to be hitting crits with her or doing damage like that way. So I just wanted to be safe. Hope definitely fits the mold of what she is as a support character. She's constantly going to be putting on buffs. So we're always going to have this up, and it's Max Brave and attack to the party. So we're doing the party attack we want, and giving more Max Brave to help her battery look a little bit better. So I think this setup here, I think Hope and her own, like C and D, I feel like those are best in slot. And then A slot, it's a little bit more open-ended, but just get some Max Brave on there. All right, so with that, yeah, let's hop in and do a showcase here. So the team setup here is I want to showcase her abusing the EX ability to copy damage, right? Now, she does have a busted combo with DOKKAN. I feel like I can just say that, though, and you'll understand it. I might do another video on it. But her BT basically makes the enemies unbreak a lot because their max brave is so low. And what happens is DOKKAN does counters every time you break. So it's very abusable. It's kind of like how Sephiroth's BT always resets them to 1. You can break constantly. Hers doesn't actually like reset it. It's just the enemies unbreak quickly because they have such a low max brave number. But yeah, you can abuse somebody with like DOKKAN or like trap-based characters like Maria and things like that. What I want to showcase here is the EX copy damage. So I want Tifa for big damage, Aerith to kind of support both characters, force charge, do all that stuff. Bahamut Summon is actually very significant for abusing her effect. So we're going to try it. So the way I'm going to start this out, and I guess I'll bring a friend, but I'm not really too concerned about the friend unit here. I think I can just operate this with what I've got going. But I'm going to start by, we're just going to kind of look at the kit together, and then I'm going to try to set up a wombo combo at the end. It's kind of the plan. All right, we'll see what happens here. I'm experimenting because I'm not going into my comfortable fight I always showcase in, but those enemies would just get destroyed like way too quickly. So we are on the Rex Shinryu, and we're going to see how this handles out, right? So we're leading off with Iris here right away. So we can just go through the skills, I think. So we can do Potion Pass. This is going to be her force charging instant turn rate move. So let's go and pop that. And then we actually get to pick a character, right? So what it's going to do, it's going to heal whatever target you pick. So this isn't turn manipulation. We heal one target. But the thing is it is an AoE heal because any excess healing then will go to the party. And then it does a big battery, right? So I could say, yeah, I want to heal Tifa. So we can heal Tifa. And it's just going to AoE heal everybody because Tifa's at full health. So it's a really good burst heal that you have. And it is force charging, which is really, really nice, right? One more thing. I just want to think really quick. Did I actually put... Yeah, I did her force boards, everything. I'm just like in my head, like, did I actually max her out? I'm pretty sure we got it all down there. So yeah, and a battery. So, and it's a free instant turn. So I could just spam this a couple times. Pick random characters. I can pick herself. And we're just healing, right? So that's kind of what that does. All right, so next let's go ahead and do Moonbow. This is going to be a party battery, which scales on her max brave. And then it is going to put a nice buff on her. So let's just see what the damage looks like here. Let's do Moonbow. Okay, dude, she just did a mill. It's pretty good because we don't have any BT effects up for a support character doing a mill on a 35. That's pretty good, actually. So her buff she gets is called Amicidia Arts, and it is a self-attack and brave damage up, max brave up, and HP damage up. So just some stats for her. So you might want to press that just to upkeep. I think her 35 is going to just be like her filler attack button that you press, right? Just to do stuff. But otherwise, you force charge heal with the 15. Do that for a little bit of damage and maybe as a filler. We'll let Aerith do a couple of things here. Oh, you know, the issue I'm going to have with this fight. Well, that's okay. So this fight, they ramp up the force really quick. But I think the issue is like they heal really fast. I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to beat the fight. So yeah, they can, as long as they don't instant kill me, I'm fine if they want to be in their force. I don't care. I just want to be able to do damage to them and see the damage. So I think we should be okay. Now, as a backup, I'm not going to like stop this video and re-record it. If this fight doesn't work out, I'll jump into another fight. And we'll just call that part of the process, right? Part of the artistic process here. I'm sure. Let's throw that down just to have it on. Sure. And these guys are yeah, I mean, it's set up for Rex, so they're going to be aggressive. You can't push them back. Let's just go ahead and pop that. Actually, what I'm kind of tempted to do... I'm actually kind of tempted on my next turn to just do... Well... I could just do like an Iris burst phase to finish showing off the kit, and I could just focus on setting up. That maybe is what I would do. Here, let's do Battle Cry. Okay, so we did about a mil there. So Tifa, I mean, we do want Tifa's burst effect up as well. So I'm going to try... Okay, she's got a turn coming up. Let's do Meteor Crusher. Okay, 1.6. Okay, we're taking 1, so that's a good start, for sure. Alright, now Tifa, I'm just going to put the BT effect up right away, I think. Because I can ramp, I can force charge. Yeah, let's just do that with Tifa. Let's just put that... Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do like a Tifa burst phase and go crazy. Let's just do this. I don't know, I still could maybe. But to like see Iris like copy the damage, I just need to see like an attack, right? And what I'll probably do in this video, I'm not going to like try to set up optimal damage with Tifa. We might do like a separate video where I do that, but I just want you to see like how it works and show like kind of how to set up. And the thing is that I need to get my Bahamut charge to do it, so we do kind of have to fight for a little bit, right? So we did that, we've got the LD to use. We've got that. So sure, let's do the LD. The LD is actually pretty pivotal to how she works, right? So this is turn manipulation. So what it's going to do, it's going to move her turn after selected ally, and it's going to auto-charge her EX. So the idea with this is that her EX is what copies the damage, right? So right now, Iris's EX, I mean, she's like a quarter of the way full. There's a part of me that kind of wants to wait a little bit, but let's just try it. So we're going to do Revolution, and we're going to say, I want to go after Tifa, because Tifa is going to do good damage. So I want to go after Tifa, so we're going to press that. Dude, she herself just did 1.7 there. That's pretty good. Well, I guess that was her LD attack, so I guess for an LD, that's average, right? Now, what I'm going to do with Aerith is we want Seal Evil. And then with Tifa, I'll just try to do the biggest damaging thing that I can, right? So we'll kind of do just like a little mini version of this outside of Force Time. Because I do have Rain's Call, so I can just pop, and we'll just do like a little mini Rain's Wombo combo here. So what you would do with Tifa is you would be in Force Time, right? Like high numbers, use the Rains, you're doing launching, right? So let's do Rains. And the nice thing, the Rain's Call combos well, because you can also use that to ensure Iris is coming next, right? So we're going to pull and put Iris there anyways, even if she hadn't used her LD. And then you also could have a character like Rem. So like there's a lot of clever ways you can do it to like place Iris where you want. Right? Okay, so we did that. They're going to do their force. Hopefully this isn't like a kill shot. Okay, that's fine. And I think they're going to like heal and stuff. But as long as they still take damage, I don't care. They can be in their force. All right, so with Tifa, I'm going to try to do the biggest damaging thing I can. So let's do, we'll do a Meteor Crusher here, I suppose. With launching, we got all three characters hitting on the left. Oh, wait. Shoot. Iris got pushed back. So now she's going to come after Aerith. Okay, well, I guess that is what it is. I could have used the other Rain's Call. I didn't catch that we got broken back behind. That's fine. I guess Aerith is going to carry the damage here, huh? Alright, so we'll do Aerith, sure. This won't nearly... But just so that you can see that she copies the damage, right? So let's just do Seal Evil here. Now, note, you got to pay attention to which enemy you're attacking, right? Alright, so... Enemy B, and we're going to do launch damage as well. Because I believe it gets all of it. So we did 2.2 and then 1.5. So the idea is whichever enemy you pick, it copies that damage and does it to all of them. So if you do an attack previously that isn't like flat AoE damage, you want to always target the enemy that had more damage on them, right? So let's go ahead and hit the EX, which is Moogle Throw. Alright, so let's talk about the EX. So it's going to pull up an ally as well, so turn manipulation, right? And then it's going to deal damage based on what the enemy took, and then it's also going to do a party battery. So sure, let's pull Tifa up. Okay, and let's see here, Moogle Throw. So chuck the Moogle, and there it is, 2.7. So we got like that exact same damage on that enemy, and then it did splash over into the other enemy as well. But it wasn't the full 2.7 to both sides. So that was still pretty good. Like we did like 2 mil there, which was copying the damage. So I do want to try to get that set up in a force. So what I'm going to do here with Tifa, we got double Tifa turns, huh? So sure, let's Dolphin Blow. And we do have Bahamut set up, which is what I want. All right. And then we'll do another little combo here. So I want to get into a force and actually get heavy damage now is what I want to do. Unless that... Okay, it said execution, so I'm like, are we just dead? I don't know. Are we just dead? Okay, we're good. It's fine. They can do whatever they want during their force. All right. And we are going to... Obviously, we want to use Iris's force because this is her character guide. So we will do that. I could go into FR, but we won't. So sure, let's just pass turn. All right, so we're going to try to get into force and try to set it up so we can get some big damage at the end of a force time. And I would like to try to time it so that we can actually do Iris's EX after force ends to see that it will still copy the damage that came from a force time, right? Aerith, I mean, we're definitely going to be echoing with Aerith for sure. We'll just do Fury Brand here. Perfect. All right, so Iris, we're going to hit FR at this point. So let's go ahead and pop the FR. And then we do have the... Oh, yeah, we have to get Iris's BT. I suppose I should have put that up. We can do the BT on the next attack, though. Yeah, let's just hit the FR. And I don't even remember what these guys' condition is. If we were to actually cancel their force, I doubt it. Just tossing the Moogle around. Moogle volleyball. Like, how do you not give her the Moogle weapon when she's, you know, doing Moogle and everything else? I think that's so awesome. All right, yeah, they're still in their force. That's fine. And the nice thing is, I guess if we do die, we have Aerith as a buffer, right? Okay, so let's talk about what the force conditions are here. So it's going to do that big AoE attack that we saw there. And then the force time effect, we do get party brave gains up and HP damage limit up versus broken enemies. And then basically if you do melee damage, it's plus 40%. And if you battery an ally, it's 30%. The battery is a little bit tricky because not every character does battery, but the melee damage is pretty easy. So it is a fairly easy 70%. I don't know if it's the force I would go into most often, to be honest. I would probably just use her more for Echo. But we'll try it here. So now with Tifa, we definitely want to pop off damage. So we're gonna Echo as much as we can. We're gonna get the gauge as high as we can. And this fight works out nice because the enemies are gonna keep healing, which we actually want. Like, I just don't want them to die, which they definitely won't. But yeah, I just want to pop off some huge damage. Would like to keep it going while Tifa's burst effect is up. Alright, so now Aerith is going to for sure double Echo. Oh yeah, we're going to do that. We're just going to get this gauge up as quick as we possibly can. Okay. Okay, we'll do it again. Once again, we're just going to try to put out some big numbers here for Iris to copy. That's the goal. Now, technically, I could bring in the friend Garnet and, like, Echo some more, but then we would lose, like, Aerith's BT effect. So I think we're fine. Let's go ahead and let's do Seal Evil again, I suppose. And then Iris, we're going to hit the BT effect because we don't have that up yet. And we definitely want to get that up because then we're going to be like really safe and I won't like have to worry about us dying with that BT effect up. All right. So yeah, we're going to hit Iris BT right now. So let's go ahead and hit this. This is called Eclipse. Let's see the animation and the damage. We're at a 400% multiply. Of course it's Gladio. My chat informed me that Iris is Gladio's brother. I have not played 15, so I don't know the lore of it. And I'm like, so who is Iris? I feel like she's somebody's sister. And like, sure enough, Gladio's sister. All right. I missed the damage there. But that's okay. All right, so that's fine. All right, now you see they're sitting at 0 and it's orange. So that means that they are at their max brave and it means they're very easy to break, right? So let's talk about the BT effect. So it's going to set the enemy attack, defense, and max brave to 0. Okay. And the 0 max brave causes them to unbreak every other turn. So that's very, very awesome, right? And then brave damage 20% up, brave damage limit up, and HP damage limit up. Those are pretty standard BT auras right there, right? But the big thing is setting all their stats to 0, which is really, really cool. So now what we need to do is, I think we're just going to Echo. So let's go ahead and we'll Echo. And then what we might actually do is I might just like ramp the gauge with Aerith and like burn turns just to get it high. I think is what I might actually do. So let's go ahead. Let's do Healing Wind. Let's see how much this ramps because this does count as battery. Yeah, 83 is not bad. So I think we are just to kind of get this going a little bit just so you guys can see it. So let's just ramp up like crazy here. Because I want to hit this while Tifa still has her burst effect up, and I notice she's only at 3 turns, right? So I'm just going to show you something kind of nasty here. I mean, we can take it almost all the way to max here. All right, let's just go to like right there. I think that's a good spot. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I think I want to summon. Do I want to summon yet? Not quite yet. We'll just pass turn. So let's just do, we'll do Seal Evil. Let's just do this. This is going to be good damage, by the way, as well. Now, I could Echo with Iris, but we're plenty good here. So let's just try to like start setting this up, right? So what we're going to do is with Iris, I am going to use her LD to put herself after Tifa. So let's do that. So let's go LD. And let's go after Tifa. Okay, so that was 20 mil right there. Pretty good. Okay. Now Tifa's going to come up. Now I think our range launching has fallen off, whatever. We don't have that, but not a big deal. So now with Tifa, what we're going to do, let me just make sure I do this right. Let's go ahead and let's hit the Bahamut summon. So we're in Bahamut mode. This is going to like auto charge our EXs. I mean, Iris is already charged from her LD, but let's just be in Bahamut right now. And then let's go ahead and just do a big attack. Now, obviously, I'd want to do our Echo attack, but we don't have that. So let's just do, I think Dolphin Blow should be decent enough. So let's go ahead and hit Dolphin Blow. So let's just see how big this damage is, and then we're going to just copy this. Once again, this is not optimized. Normally you'd have launching and more things going on, but this should still be good. Oh, we did sell, oh yeah, and it's Dolphin Blow, so we got launching, so that's perfect. Yes, yes. So let's see. How much damage does this do? Okay, 53 million shot, right? It's not 75, but 53 is good. Now, 53 mil, we should be able to copy that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Luna Freya. Hopefully I have buff slots for it to spam some turns. And we're in Bahamut, so the EX should stay charged. Yep, now Iris, 3 turns. Now watch this, guys. We're going to EX spam here. So we're going to EX the right enemy. Sure, we can just do Tifa, that's fine. This should be like 53 million in theory, right? Yep, 57 million AoE. 57 mil AoE. Now watch this. Oh, how did Tifa get... Oh, I'm an idiot. So, okay. I messed that up. Because what should have been now is I should have been able... Okay, I did screw that up. That's okay. You guys get the idea. So, when I did... Let me just double check here. When I did the EX, I was supposed to pick herself to pull up instead of picking another ally. So I pulled Tifa up and I ruined the combo. But what would happen is right now I would EX and it would copy it again. So I'll do another video where I do it more optimized, but you guys get the idea that we had that set up to like spam the EX and it was going to look really good. We can just go again here. Yeah, you guys will see it. Yeah, Tifa got pulled up. That kind of messed everything up. So now we lost our force gauge and everything, but that's okay. Trust me, we'll do a better version of it, but for the character guide, I think you guys get the idea. But let's just do this. We'll Dolphin Blow again. But yeah, we would have basically done that times 3. We were going to do that like 3 times in a row. And it was going to be crazy. And it would have copied it outside of Force. But we'll do a separate video. Probably on like her Shinryu. We'll just try to do it on like her actual quest stage Shinryu. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, so then what would happen is, as you can see, we have Moogle Throw again, and because of Luna Freya... Oh, so I can't pick herself to pull up. So why did she get... Why did... Yeah, it pulls up the next ally. Alright, well, I'll do some more tinkering on that, but it is abusable with the EX, and you can see copying the damage is very insane. And once again, that 57 mil, had we not been in Force, would have still worked. So anyways, guys, you can let me know what you think of Iris. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.